Hey, it's Veronica and I'm back with another teaching time. Obviously, you know the Bible wasn't written in your culture and in your time or even in your language. But do you realize if you live in America, you live in a Western culture, which is very different from the culture, the Eastern culture that the Bible was written in. For example, in a Western culture, we like definitions. Think about in school. You probably have had vocabulary words you've had to learn the definitions for. In an Eastern culture, they use more images, more pictures. Think about the Bible. As you've read it, it's described God. Did it use definitions? Or did it more often use images? God is a judge. God is a warrior. He's a redeemer. He's a king. He's a conquering hero. He's a rock. He's a shield. He's a fortress. Think about Jesus. How did he describe himself? I'm the living water. I'm the bread of life. I'm the shepherd. All of these are pictures and images because actually a picture and an image like this gives us a much bigger idea of what's going on behind that word than a definition. And so as you read the scripture for yourself, pay attention to what images are you seeing? What does that image convey? And also another thing you'll see the difference between Eastern and Western culture. In Western culture, we like things either or. They're very separate. Either you're this or you're that. But in scripture, in an Eastern mindset, they can use both and. And I'll give you a great example. God hardened Pharaoh's heart and Pharaoh hardened his heart. Both and. Both God did it and Pharaoh did it. There's a tension there. It's almost like two sides of the same coin. You need to pay attention when you see those because there can be some of that. So, as you're studying scripture for yourself, you're realizing it might not be your culture. It might not be the way you think. And so that doesn't mean you give up. That means I've got to work a little harder. I've got to dig a little more. And I understand that things can be in tension. That's okay. And also start looking for those images. If you go, you know what? I'm struggling. Where's God? What is God doing? Who is he? Go look for those images you see and then ask yourself, what does that help me to know? Jesus says, I'm the door. What does that mean? What does it mean to be a fortress? If you don't know what some of those words are, look them up. Get the definition so you can understand that picture better. Thanks for joining me, and I'll talk to you next time. Goodbye.